goes to the survival tips for Robert's Rules of Order. We need to know basic rules on how to conduct yourself in the delegate meetings. And so I'll cover some of the basics and some of the things that might come up that might stump you. Step 1. A member stands up and is recognized and makes a motion. The presiding officer will have to recognize the person. You can't recognize yourself. One of the common mistakes people make is that members in general, when they either don't stand up when they make the motion, or they don't wait to be recognized, or they typically discuss the motion before they even have made it. You cannot discuss the motion until after step 4, because there's 6 steps. So the second step is another member must second the motion. Nothing can happen if no one seconds the motion. So you say, for example, I make a motion that everyone has to go to the bathroom at 6. Someone would have to step up and say, I second that motion. The problem is that most of the time that people, after the seconding of the motion, start discussing the merits of the motion rather than being quiet. The third step is the presiding officer restates the motion exactly as it was originally stated. One of the big mistakes that the presiding officer will do, intentionally or on purpose, is to restate the motion in a manner that they want it. So it's up to us to make a point of order and have them restate it properly. So the presiding officer states it exactly, and then you move on to step 4. Step 4 is the members debate the motion. Now, in order to debate the motion, you must stand up and be recognized one at a time and not argue back and forth across the room, only one person at a time. After step 4, of course, is step 5. Step 5 is the presiding officer asks for the affirmative vote and a negative vote. They have to state how that is done, whether raising your hand or yelling or whatever, it doesn't matter, but they must state it. This is where they count the votes. And if you're not satisfied with the count, there's other ways to deal with that. Step 6. The presiding officer announces the results of the vote. They have to announce the results. And at that point, if you have any complaints, you can make it. But again, you have to stand and be recognized. He also instructs the corresponding committees to take action. If there's no instructions, then nothing happens. A lot of times the officer will stand around looking silly, not knowing what to do. Okay, again, the 6 steps for making a motion recapped. Step 1 is you stand and be recognized by the presiding officer, and then you make the motion. Step 2 is someone else must second the motion before you move forward. Then step 3, the presiding officer restates the motion exactly. Step 4, members debate the motion. Step 5, the presiding officer asks for an affirmative or negative vote. In step 6, the presiding officer announces the results and then gives direction to carry out the results. So again, there's 6 steps, and they must be done in that order. Remember that you have to always be recognized to speak, and only one person at a time can speak. Anything else, you're out of order, you can be thrown out.